So for those of you who don't know what happened yesterday with the first video, it was because I somehow it was high definition. It was like 1 gigabyte, huge, and when I tried to convert it, the sound simply went like vanished. Whoa, the light is crazy. The lightning is here. Aha, there. Oh my god, my face looks so. I'm gonna die. Oh, out of shame. So yeah, I like this better. So yeah, and I tried to convert it, and it didn't work out. The sound went vanished like David Copperfield. And so I'm gonna do this again today. I'm gonna set my camera over there so I can answer with my hands because I talk with my hands. But two things that I'd like to say now that I have this great lightning provided by Skype, by my beautiful friends from Skype. Two things that I like to say is that I've always been a tomboy, like the first 15 years of my life, and and I'm 21, so I have like 15 years of tomboy against 6 years of being an actual sort of woman, kind of woman, a woman kind of woman. and uh, and today I managed to put makeup on myself, like actual makeup, because I often just sort of use foundation and mascara and lipstick. And today I managed to do this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's sort of a light blue to a darker blue, and I'm in love with it, which is why I'm in love with it. Which is why I'm gonna do the video again because I'm feeling pretty, which I'm not. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna do this movie. Suddenly I'm making a movie. I'm gonna make the video again, and the quality is already lower because I'm smart like that. And okay, I really like this light. I think I'm gonna leave the camera like here. That's perfect. Okay, so no, fate made me keep the questions that I was asked, and now I'm gonna. If you guys are listening to a song, it's because my brother and I we just bought this LP, LP player. I don't know if that's how you say it in English, but fuck that shit. Sorry, I curse a lot, so it's gonna be a sort of thing happening throughout the video, me cursing like a sailor. And first things first, actually I bought the Avengers on DVD. You should buy it too, because Jeremy Renner. I should stop saying that. People already think I'm crazy because of the Avengers. And you guys know I'm crazy because of the Avengers, so I don't think that's gonna be a big problem now. I guess. So, oh yes, and my shirt. Oh my god, I'm a zombie. Okay, my breasts are huge and this. Sorry. So yeah, the first question was asked by someone who decided they did not want to. Oh, my wrist tattoo. Said they didn't want me to know who they were. Know why? Because I'm awesome. Sorry. And I'm so stupid. Okay. I'm a sassy cunt, as Luca pointed out to me today. I'm a sassy cunt. Okay, the first question is, what inspired you to start playing Loki? Sorry, it was an anonymous question, and it's a fair decent one because, yeah, I don't know. I had this other. Well, I said that. Wow. I had this other account, and one day was like, what if I made a Loki? And at the same time, I know that when I play male characters, I tend to be very, very, very flirty and very gay. So I was like, no, I want to do this right. I want to do like a badass motherfucker. So I said, what if I do a femme version of Loki? I knew that there was Lady Loki, but I said, no, like if there was a female version of Loki, like female from birth, the Avengers, female all the way.
And I thought, no, who would be a great female Loki? Someone that's beautiful and at the same time is scary. And and it's like at that instant I thought of Eva Green because she is gorgeous. She's like drop dead gorgeous, but at the same time she can look quite scary. I don't know if it's because she has this high beach in charge face. If it's because she has played some evil looking characters. So yes, I like no Eva Green is perfect. And at the day I went to Tumblr and I asked, what if there was a lady Loki, a female Loki? And Eric, no Holly, my beautiful Holly, who is Eric Noffman, Viking Prince, go follow her, promotes. And she said, do it because I'm gonna love her down. And I was like, okay. So I did it because of, now that I think of, because Eric said, like, do it. Holly said, do it. And if she hadn't, I would probably not have done it because I'd be too scared to roleplay someone like Loki. The second question is, who's your favorite Avenger? And it's gotta be Natasha Romanoff. Because I really do love a strong female character. And because I have this friend called Elaine, who's like told me her entire story, like from beginning to end 1,000 times, because it's the one character that she loves the most, her and Echo, and a couple others, but mainly Natasha. And I've always sort of, I feel like I've always known her because of this friend of mine. She is actually one of the people I met through role playing, and she role plays Natasha too, and she's great because she deals with a lot of emotions and she knows the comic books, like all of them, and she's really like so precise, so on point, that I wish she spoke English and she could sort of role play with me on Tumblr, but she doesn't, and she doesn't like Tumblr either. I don't know how she doesn't like Tumblr. It's something that I ask myself, like, to this very day. But she doesn't, and I cannot make her, and she doesn't speak English, so I cannot make her learn it. Although I've tried to teach her a couple of times. She asked me to teach her, but I think I never got to it. Oops. It's okay. That question, these two questions were asked by Staxicist Julia, who's beautiful, and amazing female Tony Stark, Iron Maiden. So yeah, she asked me when and why did I start role playing. I started like young. I was like 14. It was 2004, and I did it because actually I'm gonna give the same explanation like behind everything that I do, like today. I do it because it seems like a good idea. It seemed like a good idea at the time, and I was like, well, how not? I'm not doing anything. Like I have an afternoon to spend. Why not spend it playing someone else that is not this ugly looking lady? And yeah, and then I just made this character. Then I made another, and one thing led to another. I'm gonna answer the next two questions together because I think they sort of match. When did you get involved with the Avengers fandom, and what was the first Avenger-related movie that you saw? Okay, the first Avenger-related movie that I saw was Iron Man 2. I hadn't seen the first one yet by the time that I saw the second one, and I only saw it because of Scarlett Johansson, who I'm a die-hard fan. I've seen like I think almost every one of her movies, and I love her like a lot, and I really adore her movies, from Girl with the Pearl Ring, which was the first one that I saw, to Avengers. I haven't seen Let's Buy a Zoo because I saw the title and I was like, okay, buy a zoo. You have money, buy a zoo. Why not? You could be buying 50 Shades of Grey. I'm not judging you. And yeah, so I saw Iron Man 2, and then I saw Iron Man 1, then I saw Captain America against my will, because until Captain America was a great movie, but I wasn't like sold out on the. I've never liked comic book turning who turned who that turned to movies, because I was never a big comic book fan. And to be honest, I just yeah, I wasn't. I could say that I was like since I was a little child, but it's not true. I wasn't. I hate them. I hated them. I don't know if it was because of the first three Spider-Man movies were horrible, and I was bored beyond like explanation. And so yeah, and then I saw the Avengers, and my mind was blown. Like I was throughout the movie. I mean, the second Loki appeared was like jizzing me in my pants. That beautiful expression. I was in love, and when the movie ended, I went out of the room, and I was, I was, oh my god, I gotta start reading comic books right this instant. And on the very day, I bought like my first 3 comic books, which are somewhere in my bookcase here. Was a Thor one, and I think no, a Thor. No, for 2 comic books. Sorry, Thor and Iron Man. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, I should read those because it's amazing, it's incredible, it's fun, and it really is. I really love them. And so yes, I've started reading comic books now, and that was when I first became involved with the Avengers fandom, because 2 of the Avengers I wasn't like really into comic book stuff. Sorry if I disappointed you. Okay, next question is who's your favorite author? Mine is José Saramago, a Portuguese writer, and it's amazing. He has Mark Ruffalo was on the movie version of Blindness, which is a beautiful movie. Everyone should see it. But my favorite José Saramago book is Stone Raft, which is a book about how Spain and Portugal sort of, I don't know how to say this, but there was sort of a earthquake, and because of it, Spain and Portugal sort of separated from the rest of the Europe, and began drifting in the ocean. So it was like a stone raft, because it was an island, became an island that moves. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, story about the characters that were living on that now island, and how they reacted, to be now living in an island that was heading towards New York, and midway, like in the ocean, it stopped and began descending, like down to Brazil and in between Brazil and Africa. And it's a beautiful story how about people overcome stuff, even when they were living like in an island that moves. My brother is screaming like in his bedroom. I think he's crazy. And it's beautiful, and I love it. I love Blindness. I love the Gospel According to Jesus Christ. I love Cain, and I love most of his books, The Duplicated Man. And yeah. Okay, next question is there a character in fiction who would really admire or look up to? There is, and there are many actually. But I'm gonna go with Oscar Schell from Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, because he's a beautiful boy. The way he dealt with his father's death, and everything that happened to him. And he's so strong, and he's so young on the book and the movie, and so sort of brilliant, because the way he looked at things was it's like, I don't think there was any adult that could think like that. It was something beautiful. And if you haven't read the book, do it, and if you haven't seen the movie, do it too. Okay, now I have to say to Rave, my beautiful Rave, whom I love so, I have to say about tightness and how Theo loves Leon's tightness. And another anonymous person said, who are your favorite role players? And that's kind of like asking, what's your favorite kind of music? It's not just something you say. I have like this answer out of my head, like on the top of my head that is like this is. No, but I'm gonna say the Avengers, the gender band Avengers. Betty Banner, science chick. Betty Banner, science chick, with Sam, who's amazing. She writes beautifully. And Nathan Romanov and Claire Barton and my husband and my son and my daughter-in-law. That's Betty's child. And Tony and every one of them. I just adore them. They're amazing, and I'm very grateful that they asked me to be part of their group, because I was like, oh my god, but I'm not even a good role player. Why are you doing this to me? And they're amazing. They're incredible people, amazing characters, and incredible people behind amazing characters. Yeah. Next question. Oh yes, also Midgardian Prince, Rave. Luca, whose Tumblr address I cannot say. I'm sorry, because I really don't know how to pronounce that. But I love you, Luca. Like, deep within my heart. Although I am a sassy cunt. and my Barton, as known as, aka slash, s dash. You know that little thingy. The little thingy. The little line thingy. As known as Hawkeye. I'm a beautiful Barton. He loves when I say it, Barton. He loves the way I say it, Barton. Because I don't know how to say it any other way. Like, in Portuguese it's Barton. So it's like Barton. Like I'm British. I'm not British. Let me see. Victoria's girlfriend, who is Barton too. But not the same Barton. The female Barton. And I've already said about the Avengers. And there are these sort of 4 Lokis that are an inspiration for me, although I don't roleplay with them. Glorious God of Chaos, and the other 2 that come along with him, behind Icy. No, I always say behind, but what Icy Eyes hide, Free You from Freedom, and Deceiver of Fools, who are an inspiration to any Loki, because, and Luca, who is, I just watch Luca do his thing and I go like, I should leave. I should do something else because I suck. Although he says I have like sass, but that's the only thing I have is sass. And okay, Rave asked me to answer this next question existentially. She asked me, why did a chicken cross the road? And from a timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly point of view, she did it because her dreams on this side of the road were not gonna go, like, they were not gonna happen. She was stuck in every sense of the word, she was stuck in her personal life, in her love life, and she had to cross the road, otherwise she would just die in oblivion. And crossing the road means, sort of changing your life and, accepting change and taking a chance and break away. Yeah. Kelly Clarkson. Oh god, I'm so stupid. Okay, next question. Actually, next 2 questions. Both by Rave too, because she's crazy and I love her. Why the fuck when I get out of her ask box, my hair's looking like a mess. Why the fuck when I leave her ask box, and when did I become Hawkeye? Okay, that began because every time she asked for something like, if you think I'm an awesome role player, send me this symbol. And I would say like 1,000 of those symbols. And every time I did that, she was like, why are you always on my ask box? Like, Carol, leave my ask box. And I was like, no. She said, yes. And I was like, no. So I made it. I said that there was now my home. So now I live in her ask, and oh, that's so much better. And now I live on her ask box. Sorry. And now I live there, and I always answer stuff that she asks. No people to answer. And one day I just like, I'm not living this place. Hey, that's my nest. Cuckoo, motherfucker. And then I become Hawkeye. Oh, the light is going crazy. Haha. And then I became Hawkeye. And now, it's my thing. It's our thing, actually. So she asks stuff, I answer. She says leave, and I say no. And she says, here are some breadcrumbs, and I go like, motherfucking breadcrumbs. Ooh, ooh. No, that's a pigeon. Although Coco is not a hawk. Like, go, motherfucker. And those were all my questions. I've successfully answered them, but I did so in more than 18 minutes, which was not what I was aiming for. But it happens. The light was provided by Skype. No, Raven, Luca, and Rivi. That's how you say it. Although now it's Rivka, but I'm gonna go with Rivi because Rivi sounds beautiful. And they're talking about butt sex. That's the kind of people that I surround myself with. Butt sex. So yeah, thank you for watching, for asking questions, for being there, and for following me. From yesterday to today, I got 4 followers, and then I lost a follower, so I'm on 183. So yeah, thank you, and I'm gonna maybe in the future. I'm gonna make of course I cannot do it in the past. I'm gonna maybe I'll make another movie. Oh my god, I'm not making movies. I make videos. I'm dumb. Sorry. So yeah, thank you so much for putting up with my bad role playing. Thanks for asking, and thanks for role playing with me, and for putting up with how long I take to answer stuff, and my crazy outbursts, especially Rave, who knows how insane I am. Like, I am completely mad and bonkers. So yeah, thank you. And maybe on 200 followers I'll make another one. Or maybe 300. Or 1000. No, but I think I have a lot of time to 200. Maybe I'll change my mind. So yeah, thank you, and see ya, I guess.